sudden. He went for 121 yards a week ago in a nice game. It's the Broncos and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie. It didn't look bad at all winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who was once viewed as a first-round pick, so there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Taken down at about the 45. When you look at this Bronco defense, this unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, you're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going. Well, talk about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
That is caught by Diving Thomas. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5. Play action now. Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Trautman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the yards to pick up there.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because want to go down and refuse to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a gain of 3 leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is going against the air attack.
And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. That's the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 15 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Play fake, Brissett.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. limited. 2 sacks for him already in this first quarter of play. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. Fielded at the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And some room to maneuver. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying for it with P-Ryan. And he will hammer 1st down. The 37.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throw line side, complete to Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You know, it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 34. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing is Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Looks good on the extra point. Pushes the lead up to 11. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over again. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Brissett. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Brissett. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
To throw, Brissett. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Brissett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not easy to hold on to. Truss way on 4th down to send out to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Down the left side, a completion is tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They'll try the right side with P. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Up the middle, it's Williams. 51
yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught right side by Judy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. the middle. Here's Pirine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The quick slant caught. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Pirine is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency, because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down. And it'll be extra bodies. That's excellent work there. Takes a little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
Downfield, he's been open all day.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Next, we head off to check out another game.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Broncos to take over.
Rolling, boys. Time to get after him, offense.
They'll start by running the option to right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Play action. It's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dosich. He's got some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They'll call. Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They begin the drive with Williams.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Again, it's Williams. The 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In motion goes Patrick. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st down, they go back to P-Ron.
Running right through it. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first. This drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Now a 2nd and 6.
The slot man in motion right.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Julian McLaughlin.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams.
And the Broncos are going to be set up in a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run. Here's Burton before goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch in. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. McLaughlin. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into one. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Option here, they'll give to P-Ryan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know... But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Washington on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. Throw, but incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
these players are on the last year of their contract. It's week 3 of the National Football League. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey. He had no picks a week ago, but plenty of stops. 9 of them to be exact. It's the Broncos and the Dolphins. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today is week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it will be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for forward, it absolutely occurred.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua, a short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On the tackle there, Matt Henningsen. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down the 7-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'll go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Tua. They'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, his 3rd touchdown now. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Broncos at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll find its tight end, it's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They give it to Williams running right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain. Being brought down 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They go play action with Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown. Jerry Judy. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the line.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Singleton coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Tua sets up to pass it. They complete it to Hill. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Are you kidding me?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And
this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time out field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dropping it off underneath, here's Pirine. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 7-7, our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A 1st down from Dulcich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season was because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 4 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It's Wilson on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here's Wilson. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Williams. And maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Here we go with Williams. And this time he is in. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
after the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DJ Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. We'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Play some defense now. Keep it together, defense. Keep it together. Sit down. Get it up.
Right here, one time.
They start the drive, and they fouled it. It's on the ground. And this offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown. Dolphins. Mo Cox. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Wilson will throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with a visiting. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. And I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys will in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 6.
Together, defense! Keep it together! Get the ball, defense! Let's go!
Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to pick up a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. There's Wilson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 61 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Waddle. He's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now Wilson, option right. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. 10 more there and another 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Let him cross that goal line. You've got to stop him. Push him back.
They go play action with Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Stoppage here as it looks like we got a Dolphin shaking up on the field. An update when we come back to Miami. From the gun, it's Wilson. They will find the open man. It's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jaleel McLaughlin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. What's good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Patrick Surtain, the all-pro corner, up to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tua going to throw. That's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Get in the pocket! Come on, mission!
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Tua sets up to pass it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was
pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Right here, one time.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprising face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on the last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to Mostert to start things out, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Downfield, he's been open all day.
On 2nd down, Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
What is this? This is just not fun anymore.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Shine, offense.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On play action, here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards. Tua now on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Sam Wilson from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point. To run with it, and a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game, and now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And some room. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured they go down to a knee.
That was terrible. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna switch feet.
Like watching paint dry.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee. At the end of the game, he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful... It's week 4 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Adam Troutman. It was a real solid week for him last time out, finishing with 108 yards on the ground.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. But you look at this Bronco defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. Total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd round.
Breaks the tackles, get room to run.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football. And they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. He feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Short completion there for 6 yards. Second down.
That's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
Well, that's going to be another good run on first down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating him up here to begin the drive. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Williams shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a 5-yard gain is... The 30 to the 28-yard line. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 16 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. They run with the former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Let's go, defense! Let's go!
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, Perine. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Play
action. It's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5.
Nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And it's going to be batted down. But we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they might repeat their first drive.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Get in the end zone.
Here's Fields.
Start moving.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. We're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all on the ground and try to match his intensity.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Points in here on this run. On the scoreboard.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
That one to the right side and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Over the front, the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, right back to Hunt. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Fields on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield strike. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This defense is asleep.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Fields. And it's set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. To throw on second down. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from adding another catch to his big start.
On third down, Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Wilson. And he's caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Second and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not when you expect it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the mess?
They probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Inside the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Make something happen, come on!
Here's now the throw. He's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown Bears! Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now on third down, that pass.
6-yard punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On play action, Fields. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yards because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play. Holy.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Loose inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now Williams running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Williams.
And that one going nowhere from the start. Goes
possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a two-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Williams. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, it's either right there on the break right there.
70 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
With Nick Bonito not letting him escape there, he was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
This is huge! Don't let us down!
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields eluding. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 2nd down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. Well, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Williams. Stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here? And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The defense was ready for the backs to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent completion, but give him credit, extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Pass taken in. That is good tight end. Points the take. He's got room to run. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now 1st down throw, Fields. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get it.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 35 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Back to the air. Wilson after the pick 6. Pass complete to Jeudy on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Wilson. Had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. This game's been great.
This is not a surprise with the way that this one is going. The frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. To throw again is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On second down, Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Jordan. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but